Imagine a world where your doctor is an AI, diagnosing you in seconds, spotting disease earlier than humans, and tailoring treatments just for you. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, not really anymore. It's already happening. Today on Let's Talk AI, we're going to dive into how AI, artificial intelligence, is shaking up the healthcare industry as a whole. From hospitals to your smartwatch. And asking, is this the future of medicine or a dangerous gamble, especially when it comes to human lives? Well, if you're new here, this is Let's Talk AI. This is episode 2 of a long and futuristic series of AI involvement, AI discussions. Now, this is basically where I break down the latest or big news surrounding AI. And I open the floor for people like you to share your thoughts and your feelings, and you let me know how you've incorporated AI. What do you feel about AI? What questions do you have about AI? And this is made to be like a community feel where, I will answer your questions, other people in the community are asking your questions as well, and just share the knowledge around AI, which I think is currently not being shared, if not being properly diagnosed to the wider public. And that's where I would like this Let's Talk AI to come in and help and support. If you find this valuable, this video, please hit the like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon as well so you don't miss out any more of these discussions. And yeah, let's get straight into this one. All right, let's talk about right now and what's happening. So, AI models can now detect various diseases from X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, with very, very strong accuracy. Now, a recent study in Stanford 2023 showed that basically they did a study that AI was able to catch breast cancer in mammograms, and that's 9% more accuracy than human experts. Also, we got to look about it in terms of AI is detecting or being able to develop new strains of drugs that normally takes 10 years in just 2 to 3 years, by stimulating molecules. Pharma companies like Pfizer, Moderna, they're already using AI for vaccines. And we're going to talk about also everyday health, where wearables like Apple Watch, Samsung Watch, Fitbit, Whoop now detect irregular patterns in terms of heart rhythms, in terms of stress, and all of this has been done through AI. Now, fun stat here is by 2024, which just have gone past, 30% of consumers in the US, EU were already using AI-powered health apps. Just 30%. And that's due to grow by 10% each year, which means healthcare and AI, there's no separating them. It's in everywhere, it's going to be in all our lives. Now, the question then becomes, what are the benefits of this? Well, the benefits are speed and accuracy. AI doesn't get tired. It can analyze millions of cases instantly. And then we'll talk about accessibility. In regions with doctor shortages, AI assistants could provide basic care. And then we'll talk about personalization. Imagine treatments designed not for the average patient, but for your unique genetics. Cost saving. Well, McKinsey projects AI in healthcare could save $360 billion annually in the US alone by cutting inefficiencies. First of all, did you just catch that? $360 billion annually. I'm gonna say it again. McKinsey predicts that AI will dislodge $360 billion per year. You see why AI is big in their healthcare now. But let's still go down to the concerns. There's quite a few of them. Well, when we're talking about concerns, there's bias and inequality. AI isn't only as good as its data. If the training data underrepresents minorities, diagnoses could be less accurate for them. And then there's privacy. We can't talk about AI without privacy, especially in the healthcare industry. Medical data is incredibly sensitive. How we secure them on these systems, a single breach could expose millions of patients. And then accountability. If an AI goes, wrong with diagnosis, who's responsible? The doctor, the software company, or the hospital? And then over-reliance. Doctors may become dependent on AI tools and lose critical skills over time. We're seeing this in mainstream industries where AI has predominantly caused a lot of a lazy factor in people's jobs and work. Then there's the cost barrier. While AI promises savings long term, right now the most advanced tech is only available to wealthy hospitals and nations. So where could this all go? Well, again, this is an open discussion, but let's think a bit more. We're talking about virtual doctors. Imagine logging into an AI clinic at 2 a.m. and getting instant advice. It's positive news, right? Preventative health. AI could literally predict illness years before symptoms even appear. It's a plus. But also healthcare inequality. This only seems to be accessible to those that have higher net worth. And that leads to others falling behind. And that goes on to the next point of ethical. Expect governments to introduce regulations, but the question is, would they keep up with the pace of the innovation? So while there is some good, there is some concerns. While AI is boosting healthcare and it's making remarkable achievements, there's still, without a shadow of a doubt, things to look for when it comes to the healthcare industry. Biggest one for me, and again, I come to this as very impartial because I have no concrete answer or logical reasoning to any of this right now, but it's just the sensitive data that can easily be breached. I say easily, I'm pretty sure these AI tools have a lot of systems behind the scenes that generally look for those who try to tap into their systems or software. But we've all heard about the big companies having some type of breach, right? So forgive me if I'm not too confident about these new companies or these new AI tools not being able to be breached. But let's continue. So will AI in the healthcare save lives or make medicines more accessible, or create a two-tier system where, new risks and we're not ready for? Personally, I think the truth is in the middle. AI is a powerful tool, and there is no silver bullet, unfortunately, for this one. It could either democratize healthcare or deepen inequality. And these are things that I would like you to think about when it comes to AI and healthcare, which is, would you trust AI to diagnose you? Should AI even be allowed to make life or death medical decisions for us? And do you think this will improve or this can hurt healthcare in your country? I'm curious to hear your thoughts and your feelings towards this. So feel free to drop a comment down below. I'm interested to learn your thoughts. It doesn't seem AI and healthcare are slowing down. I think there's so much more innovation and so much pace and money being pumped in. Big companies like Pfizer and Moderna are really setting the pace in AI. And I can only see AI being a good contributing factor. But I can only see the good side of things, but I can only see as well the bad side of things, which is kind of weird. So I kind of see both sides of the argument here. Hence why I'm literally drawn down the middle, where I can see the benefits, but I can also see the negatives here. Anyway, this has been AI with Fizzy. This is Let's Talk AI Part 2. And yeah, as always, stay humble, stay graceful, and always stay living with AI. Peace.